A stern, unsympathetic man who feels it's time for Jared to stand on his own and gives him no support. A once close friend who reappears in Jared's life with a shocking confession that will change everything. Jared Taylor's life was a far cry from the happy one he once knew. In a modest home on the outskirts of Dallas, he sat at the edge of his bed, staring at a stack of unpaid bills. His phone buzzed, but it wasn't a call he wanted to take. It was his mother, Karen. The emotional weight of being abandoned by his family sets the stage. His parents had left him to fend for himself after a devastating accident that nearly took his life. He was hurt, alone, and spiraling into depression, but still, he kept fighting to survive. "Hey Jared, your father and I have decided that it's best if we don't interfere with your life anymore. You need to take responsibility for yourself. You're on your own." Karen's words were cold, and she hung up before Jared could even speak. Jared had once been a skilled mechanic, working at a garage in Dallas. The job had been more than a career, it was his passion. But an accident that left him physically and emotionally scarred caused his family to distance themselves, eventually abandoning him altogether. He faced a downward spiral, addiction, homelessness, and emotional isolation. Friends drifted away, and Jared couldn't pick up the pieces of his broken life. The streetlights flickered as Jared walked through the empty streets of Dallas, the city that felt more like a stranger to him now. He had nothing left, not even hope. But that night was different. He heard something, a child's laughter. It was coming from the park a few blocks away. Jared meets Emily Walker, an 8-year-old girl who lives in the neighborhood. She's full of life, unafraid of him, and somehow she doesn't see Jared as the broken man everyone else does. The mystery begins to unfold when Emily shows up at Jared's doorstep, alone, at night, and carries a message that says, "My mummy says you need help. She said you've been waiting for someone to save you." Jared is puzzled but taken aback by her words. This strange connection between them grows as Emily keeps showing up, delivering messages that seem almost prophetic. The first plot twist, Emily reveals that her family was secretly involved in Jared's accident years ago. She doesn't know how, but the details start to come together. Is Emily connected to Jared's past in some way? The answer is hidden in plain sight. Over the next few weeks, Jared and Emily begin to bond. She reminds him of the innocence and joy he lost when his family left him. They find each other's company healing, but Emily seems to know more about Jared's past than she lets on. Jared starts to feel hopeful again, as if maybe this little girl could change his life. Emily leads him to a local community center where people are willing to help him get back on his feet. But there's something off about the place, something he can't shake off. "Why are you helping me, Emily?" Jared asks one evening. Emily smiles but doesn't answer. Instead, she leaves him with a cryptic line. "The truth will find you when you're ready." Jared's slowly rebuilding his life. He's found work again and is starting to recover. But just when things seem to be turning around, Jared receives a letter from his mother, Karen. It's not what he expected. She reveals a shocking truth. The accident Jared had was not an accident at all. His family was involved in a scheme to make it look like an accident so they could claim the insurance money. This revelation shatters him. His family's betrayal runs even deeper than he ever imagined. As Jared processes this new, devastating information, he begins to question Emily's role in all of this. How could she have known about the scheme if she was just a little girl? Was she sent by someone to bring him to the truth? Emily leads Jared to a hidden location, a house on the edge of Dallas. Inside, they find a room filled with old files and photographs, one of which is of Jared's father, Matthew, with a man Jared has never met. Emily isn't just a little girl. She's the daughter of one of Jared's father's business associates, and her mother was the one who orchestrated the plan. Emily's presence in Jared's life wasn't a coincidence. She was sent to make amends for a crime she had no part in, but was born into. Jared confronts his mother and father, who are now in hiding, too ashamed to face him. Emily stands by his side as they try to put the pieces of their broken past together. The final emotional twist, Jared must decide whether to forgive his family or leave them behind for good. Emily, despite everything, offers him the kind of love and forgiveness that he never received from anyone else. The story ends with Jared standing at a crossroads. He looks at Emily and knows that the little girl who once saved him had shown him the path to healing. Will Jared ever reconcile with his family? Can he truly leave behind the pain of the past and embrace the new life Emily has given him? Do you believe someone can truly change your life even when they don't know the full story?